You think you know your partner. You don't. The person closest to you can be the biggest stranger. These 4 novels will expose what love hides and what your partner's behavior is silently telling you right now. Novel 4. Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. The most dangerous relationships are the ones that feel like they are teaching you something. This is the quietest entry on this list, and perhaps the most insidious. Frances is a 21-year-old college student, intellectually sharp, emotionally guarded, and deeply certain of her own self-awareness. She begins an affair with Nick, a married actor 12 years her senior. She tells herself she is in control. She tells herself she is choosing this. She tells herself she doesn't have feelings for him. She is wrong on every count. This novel reveals how intelligent, self-aware people still fall into unhealthy patterns, because intelligence does not protect you from emotional need. Frances can analyze her situation with academic precision and still be completely blind to what it is doing to her. Watch for the partner who loves your mind but avoids your needs. Nick admires Frances. He's drawn to her brilliance. But when she is hurting, when she is vulnerable, when she needs him to show up, he disappears. He retreats into his comfortable, stable life, and Frances is left alone with her feelings, convincing herself she doesn't care. Rooney's genius is in how ordinary and recognizable this all feels. This is not a thriller. There are no dramatic confrontations. The harm here is quiet, cumulative, and completely normalized. And that is precisely what makes it so dangerous and so important to see. Novel 3. The Silent Patient by Alex Michael Ides. Silence is not peace. Sometimes it is the loudest scream. Alicia Berenson is a famous painter married to Gabriel, a successful fashion photographer. By all appearances, they are passionately, devotedly in love. Then one evening, Alicia shoots her husband 5 times and never speaks another word. Her silence becomes the mystery. The Faber, a criminal psychotherapist, becomes obsessed with uncovering what truly happened. And what he uncovers is not what any of us expected. This novel reveals how emotional suppression destroys relationships and people. Alicia couldn't say what was wrong. She couldn't name what she was feeling. She had learned, through years of conditioning and trauma, to go silent when the pain was too great. And her partner, in ways the novel slowly, devastatingly reveals, had learned to take advantage of that silence. Watch for a partner who discourages your emotional expression. If every time you try to voice a concern, you are told you're too sensitive, overreacting, or making things up, your emotional reality is being invalidated. Over time, this trains you to stop expressing yourself, to go quiet, to internalize everything. And that silence is not healing, it is festering. The Silent Patient is a thriller that sneaks profound psychological truth into every chapter. Read it, and you will never look at a perfect couple the same way again. Novel 2. Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. Abuse doesn't start with a slap, it starts with a whisper. On the surface, Big Little Lies is about 3 women, a school fundraiser, and a murder mystery. But strip away the glamour of the Australian coastline and the designer clothes, and what you find underneath is a masterclass in recognizing coercive control and emotional abuse. Celeste Wright has everything: wealth, beauty, twin sons, and a husband named Perry, who is charming, magnetic, and devastatingly handsome. Everyone in their social circle envies them. No one sees what happens behind closed doors. And that is exactly the point. This novel reveals how abuse hides in plain sight. Perry doesn't look like a monster. He brings Celeste flowers after every incident. He tells her he can't control himself because he loves her too much. He makes her feel that the violence is somehow mutual, somehow deserved, somehow a twisted expression of passion. Moriarty is meticulous in showing us how Celeste rationalizes. She tells herself it doesn't happen often. She tells herself the good moments outweigh the bad. She tells herself she would leave if it got worse, not recognizing that it has already been worse than anything she ever imagined she'd tolerate. Watch for the cycle. Tension builds, an incident occurs, remorse floods in flowers, tears, promises a honeymoon period follows, then tension builds again. If your relationship moves through this cycle, the novel's most important message is this: the honeymoon phase is not a sign that things are getting better, it is part of the pattern. Watch for isolation dressed as devotion. Perry wants Celeste close. He questions why she needs friends. He monitors her location, her calls, her choices, all under the language of love and protection. When a partner tries to make you their entire world in a way that shrinks your world down to just them, that is not romance, that is a cage. Big Little Lies doesn't just entertain you, it holds up a mirror and quietly asks, is any of this familiar? Novel 1, Gone Girl, by Gillian Flynn. The people who are supposed to love you unconditionally are the most capable of destroying you completely. If you haven't read Gone Girl, you've likely heard of it, but what most people treat as a thriller, I want you to read as a manual. The story follows Nick and Amy Dunn, a seemingly perfect couple living the American dream. Beautiful house, sharp minds. A love story that looked incredible from the outside. Then, on the morning of their 5th wedding anniversary, Amy disappears. What unfolds is one of the most psychologically devastating portraits of a toxic relationship ever written. Here's what this novel reveals about your partner's true colors. Watch for the performance. Amy Dunn is a master of crafting an image: the cool girl, the perfect wife, the devoted partner. She tells Nick exactly what he wants to hear, molds herself into exactly what he wants to see. Sound familiar? Some people in relationships are not showing you who they are showing you a carefully rehearsed character. Flynn gives us a chilling insight. When someone presents themselves as too perfect, too agreeable, too fitting, ask yourself what they are hiding behind that performance. Authentic people have rough edges. They disagree with you. They have bad days. If your partner seems to have no flaws, no real opinions, no boundaries of their own, be afraid. Watch for scorekeeping disguised as love. Both Nick and Amy keep mental ledgers. Every perceived slight, every failure to appreciate, every moment of emotional neglect is cataloged and stored. True colors emerge not in the good times, but in how someone handles feeling wronged. Do they communicate? Or do they quietly plot? Gone Girl asks you the most uncomfortable question in relationships. Do you actually know this person? Or do you know the version of themselves they chose to show you? The answer, this novel argues, might terrify you. Now you know what to look for. Real love never needs to hide. If this hit different, share it with someone who needs the truth, and follow for more content that actually changes how you see the world. I'll see you in the next one.